according to Buddhism and the believer and the tradition, when you read sutra and all that, you have to put on incense, flower, and bow to the sutra first and thank all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, all respectfully, before you read it, okay? And then you cover the sutra also with silk, beautiful cloth, and I just make it more popular. Yeah, more easy, simple. And I apologize to all the Buddha. I say if I done something wrong, according to the tradition, my heart is full of respect. It's just that I cannot always do that. So please, all the sin, whatever I've done wrong, is all on me. At least other people, they hear the names of the Buddha, according to the sutta, they will get benefit. Yes. All right. This I promise you I'll read something, but this is a very long one. We do it one at a time, huh? Oh my God, I don't know if we can. I'm thinking. I have a couple more sutra printed out now from the internet. Thanks God we have it. Because I have somewhere at home, not here. I mean in the other home. I can't just take everything with me. I didn't know I would stay this long. I didn't think about it. All right, so now this sutra is very, very good one. Actually, very, very good. It's explained many things in this world. The Bodhisattva in this sutra explain all kind of hells and their names. I guess if other people who don't practice Guanyin method, maybe they heard of some of this, also very beneficial, so that they know they really exist. Because the Buddha don't tell lie. What for? Right? Okay. This Bodhisattva, his name is Earth Store Bodhisattva. And why he has become Earth Store Bodhisattva and such, is a very, very great. This Bodhisattva is a very great person. He come up and down in this world and in hell to save whoever he can, whoever believe in him. But then beings, after hearing what he said and then change their way of life, then later fall back into the old habit again. So giving him a very difficult job. But life after life, he does this. Okay. Wow. Okay, I just read a little bit, okay, huh? And then if we have time, we'll continue. If we don't have time, then another day, another year, another lifetime. You understand now why the old time people want to become a monks under Buddha's guidance. Because they have to go there and hear the Buddha day after day and write it down, like in college, and keep it, and then in order to understand or to know all that, then when they go out in the 10 directions, they can preach to other beings who has not been able to see the Buddha. Understand me? Yeah. Yeah, even just one sutra like this, you have to stay another 2 months. Or 1 month, yeah? Yeah. So imagine, that's why. Yeah, okay? And the Buddha has many sutras. He lived very long. He became enlightened about 28, 30 years old. And he lived until 80-something. Understand? 50 plus long years. And then he preached all the time. Most of the time. And Anand knows it all. And whatever he don't remember or he was not there, then someone else noted. And so when the Buddha Nirvana, after the Buddha Nirvana, they assemble together and record all this for us. And this is just one of many, many, many. Yes, very interesting, the life of the Buddha. Yeah, wherever the Buddha goes. Yeah, but you must understand, I have to tell you something. Like yesterday, we talked about the Bodhisattva Mao Gai Lai Ya Ya. Yeah? Yeah. Something like that. Okay, number one, magician, magical, powerful. And even though you heard Anand said, that he flying together with the other disciple to this and that and that. But you must know it's not physical, okay? Yeah, not physical. Maybe he just he just appeared to this old monk, to try to teach him things. So in the spirit, in the meditation time, he took this old monk go visit different hell. Understand? Yes. Okay. Because the hell that they visited, it cannot be manifested on top of the beach. Any beach like that. Understand? Okay. If they both, flew like that away and then fly back and slowly descended to the earth in front of, in the Buddha's ashram, then at least one or two people will have seen it. Understand? And then they would tell all the young monks, and then they don't have to be so arrogant with him since that day. But they still didn't know. Nobody knew, see, until later the Buddha tell them. You understand me? Yes. So inside, just like sometimes you say you see me flying through your window or fly to your house and, comfort you or help you in time of need or just come to visit you. I'm not flying anywhere, okay? Don't ask me to do the show. It's not the physical body. You got it, yeah? You know by now how many people saw me inside the house flying and all that, all kind of thing, or take them flying to the other heaven and all that. I'm not going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. That's why one of the Buddha title is not going, not coming. Yeah? Like that. So do not expect that one of my so-called great disciples hold your clothes and take you up on top of the coconut tree outside or something. Understand? Yeah. All this has to be seen through the wisdom eyes. And if you practice hard enough, if you have good affinity, then you will see it like the Hong Kong sister, yeah? Or the Vietnamese American sister, there, okay? Or many others, yeah, okay? The thing is, probably more of these are recorded at Buddha time because they don't have anything to record. So the Anand remember everything and then they wrote it all down. But I give you each one of one diary book. And you write down all your stories, okay? We don't always have time to assemble and everybody tell their miracle story to me or to everyone. Mostly when you say, okay, be short. Just make sure, be short, symbolic. I don't even let you tell all the story that happened to you yet even. Understand, during your meditation or without meditation even. Inside miracle, outside miracle. Tons. We can bring also many sutras and then the later generation found it and read it to their children, just like today. Possible, yeah. You can write all your story and then I cannot always hear you, but if you write a book and then you leave it here and I come back and sometime I will read it, okay? Another thing is, maybe possible that at the time of the Buddha, the beings that he rescued have a greater affinity with him or have a higher consciousness. Indian people, even whoever born in India, has spiritual background. You see what I mean? More easy to accept Buddha's teaching and easier to assimilate and easy to practice. Okay? I don't say all like that. But at that time, even more than now, at that time, life was more simple. Yeah? Almost 3,000 years already, or even more. Life is more simple. People's minds are more purified, yeah? So it's easier for them to have more experience. I can see things like this, okay? So everything that seems like miraculous phenomena in here is all seen by the wisdom eyes. Understand? All right, good. Just like one sister says she saw heaven gate here and some being come down, from heaven and bodhisattva come around, all that. She saw it, but many of you don't see. See what I mean? Yeah. And if she tell you, then Anand will write it down. And then tell you later. Yeah. All right. This is a story of the Buddha. Thus I have heard, again, from Anand. Thank you that he has remembered all this for us. And thank all the Sangha who collect them and wrote it all down. At that time, even how difficult it was for them. At one time, the Buddha was in the Trayastrimsa heaven, speaking Dharma for his mother. His mother already passed away after his birth, remember? And she went to Sita heaven. Oh no, she went to this Trayastrimsa heaven. This is one of the heaven in the third world. Okay, I told you every level has many heavens and different names. Yeah, you see that heavens is not all there is. You see, that's why heaven being always come down and make offering to the Buddha, and because of the offering, he continued to be able to live up there. Many heaven beings cannot live there long, maybe 2, 3, 5, 4,000, 100 years, but then have to be reborn again. But this one continue to offer 7 Buddhas already. I mean, how many Kalpa passed? And then another 1,000 Buddha in the future. That means he will live long in heaven, due to his merit of offering to the Buddhas. Yes, that was just a symbolic only. Yeah, he cannot always manifest himself to go down and make offering to the Buddha like that. But it's also because of his past merit. You see what I mean? He offered the Buddha in the past one time, so that become like his karma, his tradition. So whenever the Buddha gonna come to this world, he also manifests himself from heaven and offer one time, bath and food. Capish? Yeah. So history always repeats itself. If you do good thing, you will continue to do that. Life after life. If you do bad thing, you will continue in this evil path for a long time, until you don't know when you wake up and then you change. At that time, numerous, uncountable, many Buddhas and great Bodhisattva or Mahasattva from infinite worlds in the 10 directions assembled to praise Sakyamuni Buddha. How Sakyamuni Buddha is able to manifest powerfully great wisdom and spiritual penetrations in the evil world of the 5 turbidities. They lauded how he regulates and subdues obstinate beings, so they learn what causes suffering and what brings cessation of suffering and bring bliss. Each sent his attendants to pay their respect to the world honor one. At that time, the thirst come one, not coming, not going, meaning the Buddha. Same, he has 10 titles. And thirst come one is one of his titles. Thirst come one means he just come anytime he want, anywhere he want. He go anywhere, anytime he want. No come, no go. Yeah? Ru Lai. He smiled, the Buddha smiled and emitted billions of great light clouds, or light beams. Yeah. There was a light cloud of great fullness, a light cloud of great compassion, a light cloud of great wisdom, a light cloud of great prajna, a light cloud of great samadhi, light cloud of great auspiciousness, light cloud of great blessing, light cloud of great merit, light cloud of great refuge, and a light cloud of great praise. Yeah, each beam that he emits has special meaning and benefit to other beings, yeah? And this is also thirst I have heard, meaning Anand wasn't there. He couldn't go to heaven. This means another person was up in there with the Buddha together, one of his disciples, and then came back and tell the story. Just like one of your sister and brother tell the story that he went to heaven with the master Ching and all that, but you guys don't know. You see what I mean? Okay. So you would say, thus I have heard. Yeah? The sister from Hong Kong say this. The brother from America say that. Okay? Because you have not seen. He has not seen, but he heard the story. He's always next to the Buddha, so he heard many stories, so he remember and write it down. After emitting indescribably many light clouds, he also uttered many wonderful subtle sounds. There was the sound of Dana Paramita, the sound of Shila Paramita, the sound of Shanti Paramita, mean peace, the sound that bring peace, just like the light cloud bring peace or happiness, thing like that. The sound of Vijaya Paramita, I don't know all this, okay? Sorry. But like Shanti, for example, is peace. Yeah, every other thing I have to check on dictionary. The sound of Dhyana Paramita, that means meditation. Yeah. Samadhi. And the sound of Prajna Paramita. Prajna, I guess, is wisdom. There was the sound of compassion, the sound of joyous giving, the sound of liberation, the sound of no outflows, the sound of wisdom, the sound of great wisdom, the sound of lion's roar, the sound of great lion's roar, the sound of thunder's cloud, and the sound of great thunder's clouds. After he uttered indescribably many sounds, countless millions of gods, dragons, ghosts, and spirits from the Saha and other world. Saha means our world, okay? And other worlds also gather in the palace of the Trayastrimsa heaven. They came from the heaven of the four kings, the Trayastrimsa heaven as well, the Suyama heaven, the Tusita heaven, the blissful transformation heavens, and the heaven of comfort gained through others' transformations. I told you, there are many heavens, and they have different names, okay? Yeah. They came from the heaven also of multitudes of Brahma, the heaven of ministers of Brahma, the heavens of the great Brahma Lord himself, the heaven of the lesser light, the heavens of limitless light, the heaven of light sound, the heaven of lesser purity, the heaven of limitless purity, and the heaven of universal purity. They came also from the birth of blessing heaven, the love of blessings heaven, the abundant fruit heaven. Heaven have fruit? That's good for us, nah? In case you think you might be starving in heaven, nothing to eat. Remember the heaven beings from peaceful heaven, he brought down food? Yeah, and all the delicacy from heaven to offer to the Buddha. So don't worry that you get starving in there, okay? Maybe you starve here, but not in heaven. Yeah, the no thought heaven, the no affliction heaven, the no heat heaven, the good views heaven, the good manifestation heaven, the ultimate form heaven, the Maheshvara heaven, and so forth, to the heaven of the station of neither thought nor non-thought. All those groups of gods, dragons, ghosts and spirits came and gathered together. Wow. Even the heaven is very high of the thought, no non-thought. Meaning very peaceful there, yeah, no desire, nothing. And they still come down to worship the Buddha. Come down to that heaven, yeah, where his mother resides. His mother died after the birth and went straight to this heaven. Now he came up there to pay homage to her and preach the Dharma to her so that she can go higher. Moreover, sea spirits, river spirits, stream spirits, tree spirits, mountain spirits, earth spirits, brook and marsh spirits, sprout and seedling spirits. And you think you're eating from your own hands, from your own planting. You have to always give thanks, okay? There are different fairy spirits and elements. They're helping with your plantation, yeah, with your trees, everything. Everything, we own everything to everything. It's not easy. It's not like we are alone. It's not like that. But of course you don't see them. They don't always manifest themselves for you to see. Only when necessary. Oh, I forgot. You haven't eaten, right? Yes? Some yes, some no, right? It's okay? You won't die, promise? I also ate only once today. You also ate breakfast, right? Once. Okay, we both won't die. I remember a few days ago you told me even, we won't eat. Because I told you about difficult if we go somewhere else and how do we arrange the food and everything immediately. You say, we won't eat. Just talking easy, huh? Even I ask you to eat once a day, only one person volunteer. I did not even say you should. I just say, would you like to? You know? Because after reading the 8 ways of purification, one of it is to eat once a day only at noon. Afternoon you won't eat again. Only one say I do, but maybe she didn't understand what she's up to. She didn't really get what I said. You know what I mean? She just came from the aeroplane and still... Still jet lag, yeah, and then anything master say is good, you know. If master says so, it must be good. So okay. I guess she changed her mind, 1,000 times already. Yeah. I didn't say you should, I said according to that, wouldn't anybody of you want to, follow up? Nobody volunteered. Nada. Not even one hand come up. Okay, so it's okay. Please don't die, okay, until the next meal. It's still be there waiting for you after we finish. Or you want to finish now and come back later? No. You sure about that? Yes. You're not cramped or anything? No. Oh dear, I am. I was hoping you say yes, master. Please come back later. Okay. On the strength of your blessing, I continue to sit here. All right. So you see, there are so many, even day spirit, night spirit, and space spirits, heaven spirits, food and drink spirits, grass and wood spirits, and other such spirits from the Saha, our world, and other worlds came and gathered together. Wow. So now you know why I tell you before you eat you should give thanks. Okay? Thank all who helps to manifest this food for you. In addition, all the great ghost kings, wow, from the Saha and other worlds came and gathered together. Imagine, even ghosts they have better than us. Huh? Many of you couldn't go to heaven where the master went. Huh? Some people can, but some cannot. But the ghosts, they all can come. What? They were the ghost king evil eyes. Oh God, even then has enough power to go up to this. This heaven is not very high, okay? Yeah, of course not above the 3 worlds. Okay, so many of them are allowed to enter, I guess just temporarily. Let me see, is that the 3rd heaven? Oh, this Trayastrimsa. I was thinking it's the 3rd heaven, but maybe not. So many names, I might forget everything. Sorry, just 2nd level. Border in the 3rd level. Now one of the heaven in the 2nd level. Okay. Even the ghost king blood drinker, oh God. The ghost king essence and energy eater. The ghost king fetus and egg eater, God. The ghost king spreader of sickness. The ghost king collector of poisons. The ghost king kind-hearted. Oh, thank God for a change. The ghost king blessings and benefits. There are 2 kinds, positive and negative. Even in the ghost kingdom, there were 2 kinds of ghosts. The ghost king great regard and respect, and others, etc., etc. Only the ghost king can come, Maybe the subordinate ghost cannot come. Yes. I guess somebody has to govern this spirit and these ghosts, So maybe the king of the ghosts doesn't mean he's one of them. Yeah, probably he just assigned to govern this ghost kingdom, to take care that they don't do wrong things, they don't drink, eat people in the wrong area. Maybe not to touch the virtuous people, yeah? Maybe like that. At that time, Shakyamuni Buddha said to the Dharma prince, Bodhisattva Mahasattva Manjushri. Oh, here, Manjushri. Yeah. Have any of you heard this story about Stoa Bodhisattva already? Yes or no? Mongolian? No? The Tibet monk don't read this? Don't give you all this? No. Okay. They should have, should translate to other country's language also, no? And Tibetan is Buddhist country, so Buddhist race, so probably they should know, but maybe they don't read it. They don't give it to the lay people. When you ask, you probably have. When you ask, you might have it. The Buddha said to Manjushri, "Are you, as you regard these Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, gods, dragons, ghosts, and spirits from this land and other lands who are now gathered in the Trayastrimsa heaven, do you know their number?" Manjushri is supposed to be very wise, and knowing a lot. So Manjushri said to the Buddha, "World honored one, even if I were to measure and reckon with my spiritual powers for 1,000 aeons, I would not be able to know their number." Whew. So we give up. Huh? If Manjushri cannot for 1,000 of aeons, what about us? Huh? Forget it. The Buddha told Manjushri, "Regarding them with my Buddha eye, I also cannot count them all." Oh, even the Buddha give up. So that, okay, we are not so bad, Even the Buddha cannot, the Manjushri cannot, then we don't feel that bad, do we? Do you feel bad? No. Good. It's a comfort to know that the Buddha cannot count, because too many that gather to any Buddha gathering. So many gods and ghosts and spirits all come to see him. Because it's rarely that the Buddha appear anywhere. Understand? If he's in Nirvana, nobody can see him, nobody can feel him. But if he appear already on the physical planet, then he can connect himself to all the other higher planet, higher level of spiritual. So then even heaven can see him. But even if he's not manifested, then not everyone can see him, even heaven being. That's why they all gather so quick, so great number, even the Buddha cannot count. Those beings have been taken across, meaning have been liberated. Are being taken across, meaning being helped to liberate now, at this time. Or will be taken across. Those are spirit and ghosts probably has not been liberated yet, but will be. That's why Buddha say, now, already been done, or doing now, or will be done. Or will be taken across, have been brought to accomplishment, are being brought to accomplishments, or will be brought to accomplishments by earth store bodhisattva throughout many aeons. All this being has been helped, or will be helped by bodhisattva, called earth store, Kristigava. I think it's Kristigava, right? I think so. If it's wrong, I will correct later. His name meaning earth store bodhisattva. Manjushri said to the Buddha, "World honored one, throughout many aeons I have cultivated good roots, and my wisdom has been certified as being unobstructed." That's why he's a number one. Wisdom. When I hear what the Buddha says, I immediately accept it with faith. But sound hearers of small attainment, sound hearers, okay? You know what I mean? Kuan Yin people. Of small attainment mean on a still lower scale of spiritual level. But sound hearers of small attainment and gods and dragons and the rest of the eightfold division and beings in the future who hear the thus come one's true and sincere words will certainly harbor doubts. Meaning the disciples of the Buddha, the sound hearer, the one already been initiated in the sound and light method, but they're still too low level, they probably still doubt what the Buddha said. That how come the Kristigava Bodhisattva, meaning the earth store Bodhisattva, can have been able and will be able to save so countless beings, that even the Buddha wisdom, the Buddha I cannot measure, cannot count. Understand me? So some low-level being and other gods, some small diva and God, they not necessarily had enough wisdom to understand this. You see, wisdom to understand this. So God is not completely an ignorance. Understand me? Yeah? That's why many stories before I told you, some God don't even know if the Buddha to be at that time was sincere or not. He has to come down and test him with fire, with swords, and with all kind of suffering. Even if they receive the teaching, your teaching, the Buddha's teaching respectfully, they will still be unable to avoid slandering it. It happened. It sounds familiar to me. My own wish is that the world honored one will proclaim for everyone what practices that erstwhile Bodhisattva did and what vows he made while on the level of planting causes that now enable him to succeed in doing such inconceivable deeds. The Buddha said to Manjushri, by way of analogy, suppose that each blade of grass, tree, forest, rice plant, hemp stalk, bamboo, reed, mountain, rock, and mote of dust in a 3,000 great world system were a Ganges river. Supposed to be so many Ganges river. Then suppose that each grain of sand in each of those Ganges rivers were a word, and that each mote of dust in each of those words were an aeon, an era. Then suppose each mote of dust accumulated in each of those aeons were itself an aeon. The time elapsed since erstwhile Bodhisattva was certified to the position of the 10th ground is 1,000 times longer than that in the above analogy. So, meaning infinite. Yeah. Infinite. Yeah. Yeah, some say infinite, some say infinite. I don't know who's wrong. The 10th ground. I guess one of the position of the Bodhisattva, high order, so that he be able to do this work. It's not every Bodhisattva can do this work. You have to be certified that, by heavenly counsel, by Buddhist counsel, by Buddha's counsel, by the merit that he done, that he earned this, 10th ground. Probably, like 5th level, 6th level, yeah. Okay. Probably they will explain what 10th ground is here. No, there's no. Sometimes the translation it's not clear, We are 10th ground. 10th ground, there could be like the 10 merit or 10 level, okay? All right, and then never mind. Just accept it as it's a very high level, powerful, yeah? Otherwise he couldn't do what he has done and will be doing. And are doing and will be doing, okay? So, even longer was the time that he dwelt on the levels of sound hearer and pratyekya Buddha. Sound hearer. Even he, practice sound hearer. Yeah? Quani method, listening to the sound. And he has also been pratyekya Buddha also. Mean the Buddha that doesn't teach. Enlighten himself, but he doesn't teach. Okay? So it's a long time, longer than that. So he has been sound hearer for infinite time already, and he has been a lone Buddha, for long, infinite time already. Yes. Manjushri, the awesome spiritual strength and vows of this Bodhisattva are inconceivable. If good man or woman in the future hear this Bodhisattva's name, praise him, behold and bow to him, call his name, make offerings to him, or if they draw, carve, cast, sculpt, or make lacquer images of him, such people will be reborn in the heaven of the 33,100 times and will never fall into the evil paths. Manjushri, indescribably many eons ago, during the time of a Buddha named Lion Sprint, complete in the 10,000 practices, thus come one. Is the title of that Buddha, long time ago. Okay. Erstwhile Bodhisattva Mahasattva was the son of a great elder. Are you interested still, or are you sleeping, or are you bored? It's good? Good story? Oh, aeons, infinite time. How can you okay? Yeah. Not tired? Your intellect or anything? Yeah. Okay. Even if you don't believe all this, it's okay to listen to the story, which awaken your interest in spiritual practice. Okay. I mean, awaken, not only inspire you, remind you, encourage you, pushing you up. Okay. Every good story is never too many, huh? Because in this world we hardly hear many good stories, yeah? Many spiritually encouraging true story, or not true story. Even if the Buddha was to make up this story, he's an incredible author. He should be bestseller of our time, of all time, right? Yes, incredible that he told all this story. I mean, it's in heaven, but somebody went down to earth and tell Anand, and then Anand recorded for us. It's incredible, the story that we should hear. It's only 2,000 something, 3,000 years ago. It's not like a long time ago, you know. It's not long. Imagine, huh? When we were born, and now we're 60 already. So many, a couple hundred times that, and then it's 1,000 years, yeah. And 3,000, 3 times like that is 3,000 years. It's not long, okay? It's a true story, yeah. No one can imagine such story. Okay, with all the names and all this, okay? All right. The erstwhile Bodhisattva was the son of a great elder. That elder's son, upon observing the Buddha's hallmarks and the fine features and how the 1,000 blessings adorn him, asked that Buddha what practices and vows led to his gaining such an appearance. It must be the inside manifestation, you know. View with the wisdom eye, not the outside. You know, with lipstick and high heel, all that. It's not. It's the inside, okay? How come he has such a magnificent, majestic feature, that Buddha, okay? At that time, okay? So the lion sprint, complete in the 10,000 practices, thus come one. It's a very long title, yeah. And you complain that the Supreme Master Ching is long title. This is longer. He said to the elder's son, if you wish to have a body like this, you must first spend a long time liberating beings who are undergoing suffering. This is an inside manifestation. Understand? Yeah, okay? Not the outside. Yeah, many people see a Buddha just like a physical being, but many have open wisdom eyes or have merit enough, they see the Buddha in different appearance, beautiful, magnificent, majestic, and bright, all light shining in all directions. So this elder son, also pure enough to have seen this Buddha, a lion sprint. Okay, I just cite that because it's a long name. Lion sprint. He's seen him in this kind of spiritual body. So I thought, why so beautiful like that? What did you do? All right. So he said, you have to save all beings who are undergoing suffering, many, and then you have such a body like this. Manjushri, this Shakyamuni Buddha talk now. Manjushri, that comment caused the eldest son to make a vow. So he vowed, from now until the end of future time, which is no end, right? Throughout uncountable aeons, I will use expansive, expedient devices to help beings in the 6th path who are suffering for their offenses. Only when they have all been liberated will I myself become a Buddha. Wow. Therefore, he's still always a Bodhisattva. You know, I mean, 2nd level to Buddha. From the time he made that great vow in the presence of that Buddha until now, hundreds of thousands of nayutta of inexpressibly many eons have passed, and still he is a Bodhisattva. I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. Another time inconceivable as Samkhya eons ago, mean numerous, uncountable. There was a Buddha named Enlightenment, Flower, Samadhi, Self-Mastery, King, Thirst Come One. This is also very long. Probably I have to collect some names to make myself seem more important, eh? Master Ching is too short. Even Supreme Master Ching is too short. Just one more. I have to collect some. I have to think of some name, some title. Eh? Yeah. Yeah, actually, no, I don't want to say that because otherwise they think I offend the Buddha. I don't mean. Okay, I don't want to say something. Okay. That Buddha's lifespan was 400 million Asamkhya eons. So it's not short-lived like Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha. That was Anand's fault, because the Buddha intended to live longer because he has attained this much longer lifespan power. Understand? He attained something, then he can live many aeons, or at least many thousands of years more. But he asked Anand 3 times. He didn't say anything, So and then after that, the Maya come and ask the Buddha, okay, nobody say anything. It seemed like nobody wants you to stay here, so you go to Nirvana. So the Buddha said, okay, in 3 months. In 3 months I will. But it's not Anand's fault, actually. It's just probably the collective karma of the earth at that time, that they make Anand so dumb and don't speak like that, yeah. But the Buddha's fault also. Why ask Anand? Yeah, go and ask Manjushri or Mahakashyapa, These are more neutral monks, Anand has been too long next to the Buddha all the time. He rely on him all the time, like a son to a father. He don't grow so fast. Too spoiled. Yeah? Everybody respect him, ask him this, ask him that. May I go to see the Buddha? And Anand say yes or no. That's powerful, And then everything he asks the Buddha, Buddha always tell him. So he's not used to being asked. Understand? It's Anand who asks all the time. So suddenly the Buddha asks him a question. He's not trained to answer. Yeah, the Buddha should know. If the Buddha asked me, if I was there at that time, I should say, don't ask him, Master, ask me, or no, ask Sariputra, ask Manjushri, ask Mahakashyapa, or Maudalagayaya. Yeah. Okay. During his Dharma image age, meaning the Atma flourishing time, of his lifetime, there lived a Brahman woman endowed with ample blessings from previous lifetime, who was respected by everyone. Whether she was walking, standing, sitting, or lying down, gods, or the small gods, gods surrounded and protected her, meaning heavenly beings surrounded and protected her. Her mother, however, embraced a deviant faith and often disrespected the triple jewels, mean the Buddha, Sangha, and teaching. Yeah, she, the mother, looked down upon the Buddha, the Sangha, and the teaching. Okay, this is the Buddha continue talking. Her worthy daughter made use of many expedients in trying to convince her mother to hold right views. It sounds familiar to some of you, no? But her mother never totally believed. Before long, the mother's life ended, and her consciousness fell into the uninterrupted hell, meaning you never have a break from there. Never have a break. Whatever punishment you take is continued day and night, every second of the life you have there. Never have a break. Some hell have a break. This hell don't. You remember the story I told you? A joke? No. Okay, a person did many bad things and went down to hell. And the king of hell say, okay, bad, but not too bad. So you may have a choice. You can go around checking which hell you want to reside. So he went everywhere. He sees somebody are cut in half there, somebody are hanged there, somebody burned in fire, somebody put in boiling oil. And he said, no, this is too terrible. I cannot bear it. I cannot do it. It's too much suffering. So he went to another hell and he saw that somebody was sitting on the septic tank pool, yeah, but drinking tea and eating cake. So I thought, oh, that's not bad. I can bear it. This thing is terrible, but it's okay. It's not so much suffering like the fire on the boiling oil and the sewing body into different spare parts. So I said, I go here. Said and done. The king said, okay, up to you. And then soon the hell gate locked, and the guy went into the septic tank pool, and he was about to think to order some tea. And then the devil ward, the guardian devil of that place said, okay, tea break is over, everybody turn back upside down. You like it, huh? Is it so funny? Huh? Is that funny? Wait until you get there. Then you won't laugh very much. Especially after the break is over. I'm telling you, laugh now, but be careful, all right? To laugh, but to remember, okay? Yeah, all right. So this kind of uninterrupted hell, meaning never have a break like that. So, when that happened, the Brahman woman, the virtuous Brahman woman, knowing that her mother had not believed in cause and effect while alive, feared that her karma would certainly pull her into the evil paths. For that reason, she sold the family house and acquired many kinds of incense, flowers, and other gifts. With those, she performed a great offering in that Buddha's stupas and monasteries. She saw an especially fine image of the thirst-come one enlightened flower Samadhi self-mastery king in one of the monasteries. Just the image, just a statue. Oh, just a especially fine image, so it might not be a statue. Let's read on. As the Brahman woman beheld the honored countenance, she became doubly respectful while thinking to herself, probably in a vision, image, vision. Buddhas, she thought to herself, Buddhas are called greatly enlightened ones who have gained all wisdom. If this Buddha were in the world, I could ask him where my mother went after she died. He would certainly know. Meaning then the Buddha was already in nirvana. The Brahman woman then wept for a long, long time as she gazed lovingly upon the thirst-come one. So probably it's an image, It's a statue. Okay. When they don't, they just say statue, easier for me. What do I know? I wasn't there. So she gazed lovingly onto the image of that Buddha, thinking if he was still in this world, I would be able to ask him where my mother went. And she knew the Buddha is not here anymore, so she wept of, feeling frustrated and hopeless. Yeah, that's why she cried and cried. And then suddenly she heard a voice from the space saying, "Oh, weeping worthy woman, do not be so sorrowful. I shall now show you where your mother has gone." Probably she's too sincere, so the past Buddha talked to her. Or maybe one of the guardian gods, When we are sincere, we are more connected to protective councils or whoever is responsible for this field that you are praying to. Brahman woman placed her palms together as she addressed space, the empty space, and saying, "Who is it, the one with spiritual virtue, comforting me in my grief? From the day I lost my mother onward, I have held her in memory day and night. But there is nowhere I can go to ask about the realm of her rebirth." So the voice in the space spoke to the woman again. "I am the one you are beholding and worshipping." So that is the Buddha, the Buddha statues, yes. "The former enlightenment, flower, samadhi, self-mastery king, thus come one. Yeah. Because I have seen your regard for your mother is double that of ordinary beings. So I have come to show you where she is." The Brahman woman suddenly lunged toward the voice she was hearing and then fell, injuring herself severely. She was trying so quickly to find out where the voice, so she fell down. Those around her supported and attended upon her, and after a long time she was revived. Then she addressed space, saying, "I hope the Buddha will be compassionate and quickly tell me into what realm my mother has been reborn. I am now near my death myself." Enlightenment, flower, samadhi, self-mastery king, thus come one of the past, told the worthy woman. The Buddha, Shakyamuni, have even 10 titles, more than that. Yeah. But sometimes, mostly people just address him as thus come one, or were honored one, or Buddha, yes. Or Arahant, yes, even they address him also. One of his titles is Arahant. So the past Buddha appeared through the voice, told the worthy woman, "After you make your offerings, return home quickly. Sit upright and concentrate on my name. You will soon know where your mother has been reborn." So the Brahman woman bowed to the Buddha, the space, there's no one there, just a voice. She's bowed to the Buddha with that voice and then returned home. The memory of her mother sustained her as she sat upright, recollecting enlightenment, flower, samadhi, self-mastering king, thus come one. After doing so for a day and a night, she suddenly saw herself beside a sea whose waters seethe and bubble. It's always a sea, huh? Last time the Mao Gai Layanya also took his old disciple to the sea, yeah? It seemed like hell next to the sea. And we could not even buy an ashram near the sea. So that you can take a shower sometimes. Up to now, not, yeah. Because mostly the sea are overcrowded. Next to the beach, always crowded with people, apartments, and always. But for us, it's very difficult to find. Okay. She saw herself on the sea, the seethe and bubble. Many evil beasts with iron bodies flew swiftly back and forth above the sea. She saw hundreds of thousands of men and women bubbling up and down in the sea, being fought over, seized, and eaten by the evil beast. She saw yakshas with different shapes, some of the ghosts or evil spirits. Yeah. Some had many hands, some many eyes, some many legs, some many heads. With their sharp fangs, they drove the offenders on toward the evil beast, pushing them there for them to eat. All the yakshas themselves seized the offenders and twisted their heads and feet together into shapes so horrible that no one would dare even look at for long. During that time, the Brahman woman was naturally without fear due to the power of recollecting the Buddha name. A ghost king named Poisonless bowed his head in greeting and said to the worthy woman, "Welcome, O Bodhisattva. What conditions bring you here?" The Brahman woman asked the ghost king, "What is this place?" Poisonless king replied, "We are on the western side of the great Iron Ring mountain, and this is the first of the seas that encircle it." The worthy woman said, "I have heard that the hells are within the Iron Ring. Is that actually so?" Poisonless king answered, "Yes, the hells are here." The worthy woman asked, "How have I now come to the hells? Why am I here?" Huh? So the poisonless, the king of one of these hell, answered. So he's kind, he called her Bodhisattva. And why did she come here? No, he was very kind. So the king of some of the ghosts and all that, as I told you before, must not mean that they are bad, They just have to govern that part of the universe. So that makes sure that the ghosts and the devil don't harm just any being, just the bad one, but not touch the good ones. They have to have law and order as well, So the woman asked, "How come I'm here in hells?" So the poisonless answered, "If it was an awesome spiritual strength that brought you here, then it was the power of bad karma. Those are the only two ways anyone can come here." The worthy woman asked, "Why is this water seething and bubbling, and why are there so many offenders and evil beasts?" Poisonless replied, "These are beings of Jambuvida, Jambuvipa, who did evil deed." Almost like samsara, from the earth, come down, They did evil deeds. They have just died and passed through 49 days without any surviving relatives doing any meritorious deeds on their behalf to rescue them from their distress. For 49 days and nights, if you have relatives die, you should meditate, pray for them, reciting good sutra or master teaching, or put the tapes for them. Don't cry. Don't make too much, festival, whatever kind. Don't busy with all that. Have to make offering to the Buddhas or recite the sutra for them and pray for them. Understand? Because in 49 days, that's the time. If the good people or people with master, then go to heaven immediately already. But the 49th period is allowed. So anyone who died who hasn't done good deed or done bad deed, then this is a time of judgment. If you help them, the living being, help them, pray for them, or recite in sutra, Buddha's sutra, do any good things and tell them good stuff, from living master as well, then it's better for them, then their sin will be minimized, and they might be liberated accordingly. But don't sit there and cry and, cling to the body. That's useless for them, helpless, even harmful. Especially if you kill animals to feed or to offering to them, or, then it's worse. You make their sin worse, their karma worse. So even if they were about to be liberated from suffering, they would stay there longer. Or they would have more suffering because you kill animals to make offering to them. Understand? Every time you do that, their karma get worse. They get more punishment in hell. And even if somebody in heaven, and if you kill animals to offering to them on their behalf, their heaven status lower. And then maybe it keep lower until maybe they cannot stay in heaven anymore. Then they have to be reborn again and go somewhere accordingly. So besides that, during their lives, they themselves didn't plant any good causes. Now their own karma calls forth these hells. They attract the hells to them. They didn't fall to hell. They attracted the hell come to them even. They cause forth these hells. Their first task is to cross this sea. 10,000 yojanas east of this sea is another sea in which they will undergo twice as much suffering. East of that sea is yet another sea where the sufferings are double still again. What the combined evil causes of the three karmic vehicles evoke is called the sea of karma. This is that place, the sea of karma. This is the place that the woman is now. The worthy woman asked the ghost king poisonless, "Where are the hells?" Poisonless answered, "Within the three seas are hundreds of thousands of great hells, each one different. 18 of those are known as the great hells. 500 subsequent ones inflict limitless cruel sufferings. Following those are hundreds of thousands that inflict limitless further sufferings." The worthy woman again questioned the great ghost king. "My mother died recently, and I do not know where she has gone." The ghost king asked the worthy woman, "When the Bodhisattva's mother was alive, what habits did she have?" Even the ghost king couldn't tell right away who is where. You see, you have to check according to the information. The worthy woman replied, "My mother held deviant views and ridiculed and slandered the triple jewel, mean the Buddha, Sangha, Dharma. Even if she occasionally believed, she would soon become disrespectful again. She died recently, and I still do not know where she was reborn." Poisonless asked, "What was the Bodhisattva's mother's name and clan?" Still have ID, huh? In hell we need ID to find somebody. It's too much, too countless beings. I guess even the king don't have the book, of the names. So the worthy woman replied, "My parents were both Brahmins. My father's name was Shila Sudarsana. My mother's name was Yue Di Li." Sound like Chinese to me. Yeah. Poisonless placed his palms together and implored the worthy woman, "Please, worthy one." He's so respectful, huh? He knows she's good, huh? He even called her Bodhisattva. So, and he put his palm together and said, "Worthy one, please return home. There is no need for you to grieve further. The offender Yue Di Li was born in the heavens 3 days ago. It is said that she received the benefit of offerings made and blessing cultivated by her filial child who practiced giving to enlightenment, flower, samadhi, self-mastery king, thus come one. At his stupas and monasteries. The Buddha passed away long ago already, but she made offering only to the statues and the monastery, probably, to the monks who believe in him. Yes. Not only was the Bodhisattva's mother released from the hells, all the other offenders who were destined for the uninterrupted hell received bliss and were reborn together with her in heaven. Having finished speaking, the ghost king put his palms together and withdrew. Gone. The Brahman woman returned swiftly as if from a dream, understood what had happened, and then made a profound and far-reaching vow before the stupas and images of enlightenment, flower, samadhi, self-mastery king, thus come one, saying, "I vow that until the end of future eons I will respond to beings suffering for their offenses by using many expedient devices to bring about their liberation." The Buddha told Manjushri, "The ghost king poisonless is the present Bodhisattva foremost wealth," in his assembly. The Brahman woman is now earth store Bodhisattva. Even the ghost king can become Bodhisattva. Foremost wealth. The Brahman woman is now earth store Bodhisattva. These are all translated names from Sanskrit. The meaning is like that. So they just translated the meaning. Was a good story, huh? Thanks for listening. Incredible story. I like very much. My first Bodhisattva was Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, from my childhood then. And my second one, when I'm in the West, in Germany, is Earth-store Bodhisattva. I worship them. And also I have other picture of other Buddhas, You can't always get whatever you want, a Buddha in the West, So, but I like Earth-Store Bodhisattva very much. I loved him for the vow he made, and for the sacrifice he made, and for what he's doing and has been doing and will be doing for beings. So I worship him in my house. And Guanyin Bodhisattva, of course, always there. Yeah. Yes. And then I cannot get Shakyamuni Buddha, so I just worship Earth-Store Bodhisattva. Yeah. And then I have also images of other Buddhas. Yeah. Behind, like a picture. Yeah. And my husband was good. He bring flowers to them. My ex-husband. He liked Buddhism. Yeah. But he didn't know much. He just liked. It seemed more peaceful to him, non-violence, no competitiveness that taught in Buddhism, Yeah. And he liked it. Okay, I let you go eating, and if something good will come back, huh? I will continue if you want to, later. Later. Huh? Yeah, it's more comfortable for me to read straight from English instead of translation and explaining at the same time, It's kind of a little bit more stressful. Yeah, manageable, but more stressful. Okay, see you later, huh?